show. And we're also on Zoom here on a Zoom call with my partner here, Mike Taylor. Mike, how are you?
Good, good, good. How you doing, Mike?
Awesome. I like the image there. I like how the sign's like holding your hair back. It's wonderful. It looks good.
Right.
Must be windy there at the
It
state
is.
line.
It is. In the dining room, it's very windy today.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm going to try to concentrate on keeping us on schedule here. We're going to talk about some local happenings here, what's hot in Florida. I do want to let everybody know, though, we have a new website. It's going to be up and running here shortly. What's hot in Florida. You're also going to be able to follow along at what's hot in Orlando, what's hot in Central Florida, what's hot in Lake County, what's hot in First Coast as well. So it's just an idea to kind of branch out. Underserved community, underserved small businesses. We're going to focus on small businesses. We're going to focus on what's happening in the market here and fun stuff. So with that being said, Mike, you just moved back to Florida. You used to live in Florida, but you just moved back to the First Coast area, right?
Yeah, St. Augustine. I lived in Orlando area and actually lived with you for a little while. In 1999, when we first met, and then I moved to San Antonio, Texas in 2010. We'll get into that story some other time. And I lived there for about 10 years. And my wife and I got job opportunities we couldn't refuse. Came back to St. Augustine and loving it.
Good deal. Now, have you had the opportunity to go out and experience anything local there besides the beach?
Well, with what's happening in the world right now, not really. No.
Sure. Any special fun food stops or places you found to get good pizza or that stuff's important.
Yeah.
And have you found any?
I'm getting some eyes from over across the room here.
Oh, all right. Like say anything?
What's that?
Oh, don't say anything. Shh.
We'll cut this out in post. Nice. All right. As far as food, we've gone to quite a few different places. Of course, my wife being from Texas, she just loves Tex-Mex, Mexican food. We found a place here that is very comparable to it. I don't even know the name of the place, but it's real good. And as far as pizza, there's a couple places. There's a couple places you got to come and check out.
Did the people
New York style pizza
place talk like they were from New York or New Jersey, or did they talk like they're from Italy or what?
Yeah, no, I guess just locals. They got the Italian name, so I would assume they're from up north, but you never know. You never know.
Well, I'm just asking because it was a real good place out in Lake County called Haas's Pizza, Hoss apostrophe S, and the guy was not Italian at all. But it was the best darn pizza in the area, so that's why I was curious if
Funny story on that. We're just starting this off, so people don't know what our occupations are and were in the past. I'm in the mortgage business, and God, probably 15, 16 years ago, I did a mortgage for a foreign national couple out of England. Nigel was his name. Imagine that. Davenport, Florida, moved. Bought a house, took his whole family, and opened up in Haines City, right there on 1792. Opened up Tony's Pizza in Davenport, Florida. So Nigel from England opens Tony's Pizza.
Yeah.
So don't let the name fool you.
Right. Well, I don't think anybody's going on cruises right now either. You've been on a lot of cruises.
Nope. I've been on
or what?
I've been on 28.
Wow.
28 cruises. And last one I was on was Monsters Rock, and it was in February.
So a year ago?
Yeah, just before all this happened. And it was literally like when we were on the cruise, we were hearing about people on other cruises contracted COVID-19, and shortly after it closed down. And I've had 3 cruises canceled so far. I think I had one in April that was canceled right off the bat. October, and then the Monsters Rock cruise this year was canceled, and it's going to be a land vacation now in the Dominican Republic. So that's interesting.
So
And
how are you
that,
supposed to get there? You're supposed to fly there is what they want you to do now?
yeah, well, we flew from San Antonio to Miami for the cruise as it was, but with the
Yeah.
Dominican Republic one, they want us to fly there. And come to find out, just this past week, the CDC put in regulations that anybody flying in from any country in the world needs to have a negative COVID test done within 72 hours of getting on the airplane.
Wow.
So here we are dropping a good amount of money to take this vacation, and all of a sudden they put this other stipulation on us.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it, though, is if you do test positive within those 72 hours, the resort is, I guess it's a chain of resorts, but this is one of those all-inclusive places right on the beach. They have set up a system where if you test positive, you have to stay there for 14 days on property, all-inclusive. Now, I'm sure you're probably relegated to your room,
Yeah.
but
Who's
being
paying for
really they for free of
Wow.
charge for 14 days. So, and then you know how it is with the cancellation and stuff for flights. You just reschedule your flight for 14 days.
I can think of worse places to be stranded or quarantined. That would be perfect. Oh, darn, we got to stay another.
Yeah, gotta stay. But yeah, but I guess if I have COVID, I guess the boss will understand. I can't work if I'm here, if I can't work if I'm there. But I don't know. Can I work from home with COVID? I guess I could.
Maybe you could work from the monsters thing. Maybe you could work from there, quarantine for 14 days and double dip. Free vacation.
Right.
You're
Put my
working
8 hours in.
anyway. Yeah. Why not get paid to be on vacation?
Well, as long as Teams works, Microsoft Teams, I'd be good to go.
No, this is wonderful. This is awesome. I mean, I think at a necessity, it's breeded a whole new way of doing business. I mean, my wife, same thing. She's working from home. I have the opportunity to work from home. So, I mean, I never in my wildest dreams, I thought the work from home thing was, stuffing envelopes or whatever those
Right. Bill pay or bill invoicing, whatever they call that. And what's strange is I'm taking an airline I never heard of before. Copa, COPA.
Wow.
And it's out of Panama. And
wow.
I ordered it through one of the the big Travelocity, Expedia type websites. And my flight down, they had me going with Frontier, that bargain, scraping the barrel airline. And then on the way back, they had was Copa.
That sponsor. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, the thing is it was a perfect flight. It was like get on the airplane at 6 a.m, be in freaking Punta Cana, Dominican Republic at like noon. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Then like 2 days later, they send me an email. We've changed your itinerary. You might want to take a look at it. Wow. And so my 6-hour flight ended up being like a 2-day flight.
Oh no.
Yeah, you fly you from Orlando. We're going to fly you to Philadelphia.
Wow.
And then tomorrow you're going to fly from Philadelphia to the Dominican Republic.
What is that?
That's complete joke. So I ran a stink. I made some phone calls, made some emails. Like, okay, we'll refund you. And I'm like, what? Unheard of.
Yeah.
I thought Frontier, like if you gave them money, it was good luck getting it back.
Right.
So got a refund on that, and then booked another Copa flight from Orlando to the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
Oh, and our layover, Panama City, Panama.
Wow.
So my understanding is this Copa Airlines is a Panama airline.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna run out there and take a look at the big Panama Canal while you're there?
Well, I'll take a picture from the airplane window for you. Yeah, but I'm a little leery. I've only flown internationally once, and that was to Cabo. But my wife, she's full disclosure, 30 years in the Navy Reserve. She's flown all over the world. Yeah, she's like, no big deal. I'm like, what? Like, I'm freaking out. Like, okay, when do we have to go through customs? Are we gonna have enough time between flights? And she's like, don't worry about it. We'll be good. I'm like, She just flashes her freaking military ID all over the place. Hey, we're good to go.
I had I think you know this story, but this is a funny situation. We got the missus and I were on a flight, and I think we were flying from Atlanta to Orlando, but we had to go to Philadelphia first, which I didn't, I'm sure I got an A or B in geography, but I know it's not how you go, to
Yeah,
Florida down from Atlanta. You don't go northeast.
yeah. I've been on some crazy flights like that too.
Whatever. So I discovered the layover is like 30 minutes. We don't have to we don't even have to get off the plane if we don't want to.
Oh,
I asked the flight attendant, I go, hey, is there a place in the airport here to get a Philly cheesesteak? And she says, yeah, there is. It's right outside, where the plane is. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So there was a third person with us. It was me and Lisa and somebody else. And we're flying. So I fly off the plane and I go to the Philly cheesesteak thing and I'm like, well, shit, there's three of us. I better get three of them. And, I'm probably really hungry. So I better get the super large one. I better get three of these super large ones. They're like almost 18 inches long. This giant thing. So the guy sees me coming, I guess. And, airport food is friggin' expensive anyway. And the guy goes, so I go, hey, give me three large cheesesteaks. And he goes, first question is with or without. And I didn't know what that meant. And that meant the cheese or not, the whiz cheese or no cheese. I mean, are you familiar with that, with or without?
no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're from northern Jersey,
So, so the guy puts the cheese on them all and he's like, hey, you want onions and peppers? And I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. And he's like, hey, you want mushrooms? And I'm like, man, that sounds good. Hey, you want these hot peppers? I'm like, yeah, put a few of those on there. And
extra.
yeah, exactly. Next thing I know, it was like $48 for these three sandwiches that I got. But everybody on the plane was really mad at us. They were all looking and wanting some, but
There's a weight limit for the plane too,
yeah. There's a weight limit here too. I'm gonna try to set us up on a break here. Let me make sure I can do this. Let's see. I go here, and I go here. And on mixlr.com, we're gonna take a break here right now as well.
Do you play fantasy football? The season may be over, but fantasy football diehards follow teams and players all year long. Go join the Facebook group Winning Fantasy Football. Standard, PPR, DFS, IDP, Superflex. It's all about winning. Fantasy football is a lot more fun when you win. It's all in the name Winning Fantasy Football. Go join the Facebook group Winning Fantasy Football. Car, truck, or van that have credit challenge like bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure, call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Put the Lone Ranger's 20 years of experience to work for you. Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Get the credit you deserve. Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Drive away in your new vehicle today. The Lone Ranger is a credit and auto referral agency, not a bank or dealership.
All right, so I think we're back now. If you're listening to us on mixlr.com, we're talking about what's hot in Florida, new website, what's hot in Florida, what's hot in Orlando, what's hot in Lake County, what's hot in Central Florida, what's hot in First Coast as well. So we're going to get this thing kicked off here. Anyway, with me is Mike Taylor. How are you, sir?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. What are you in a different time zone? I thought you were in St. Augustine.
Yeah, just a little north now. For some reason, I always say good morning, regardless what time it is. Doesn't matter.
Hey, there's a lot of cool places up your way. I haven't been there in a while, but there's there's a lot of cool activities up there. Like, of course, have you seen this thing called the little red train you drive around? Have you seen that?
We've seen it. Yeah. Yeah. It's the same one that they have like in Key West, and they have like different versions in different cities. I know I've seen it in Seattle and whatnot. Haven't yet to go on it, but it hits all the highlights. The big thing about St. Augustine is the fact that it was the first city in the continental U.S. and they got a big fort out here, Fort Marco, I think it's called.
I've been there. Pretty cool.
Okay, yeah. I've been past it. Settled sometime back in the 1500s. It's amazing, almost 500 years ago, and this thing is still standing.
They still have these giant cannons there and stuff. I mean, it's amazing to think back, that far, ago, they were able to make giant cannons like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, we've gone downtown in that area several times. They're big on Christmas lights. There's light the night lights of the night, something of that nature. Yeah. They run it from Thanksgiving through the end of January. So if anybody's in the area and they like Christmas lights, weeks after Christmas,
still up now.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, and there's a lot of them. I was surprised. Like the whole, I guess that's the intercoastal along there. There's the main drag right along the intercoastal, totally lit up, really nice. They do boat tours. They have that little red train tour, and they expand it. They add more to it because it's very popular. We were out there, I guess, like the first weekend in December, and they have a big plaza all lit up with lights, big Christmas tree. There was hundreds of people, elbow to elbow, parking. We got lucky. We pulled into the town, just jam packed with traffic, and we made a left turn. Someone was pulling out. We pulled right in, so we were set. We had rock star parking and just people everywhere.
Yeah,
but if you make your way in there, though, expect bumper to bumper New York City style traffic. And
what do? You drive through this light exhibit, or you walk through it?
No, it's all walking. Yeah, it's I guess it's by Flagler College. I guess that's downtown St. Augustine. If they have lights all over, and the main drag right along the intercoastal there is where all the happenings are. And there's a lot of restaurants, boutiques, pizza places.
We were when my memory of that area goes back to when I was a little kid, maybe 10, 11 years old, coming down here to visit grandma on vacation. That's where they took us, was to St. Augustine. She lived near Gainesville, and she took us to St. Augustine with their RV, and we camped out at a KOA there right on the beach. And that was just so cool, picking up sand dollars. I remember doing that. I don't know, a certain time of year for that, I guess, but
yeah,
I remember going to a bunch of stuff. We went to the old jail. Is there an old jail there still, or do you know?
I haven't visited there yet. No.
Well, I hope you don't. I don't want to hear you calling me for bail or whatever.
So you'll be the first person I call.
Yeah, they know me be my first name,
second.
Right? Yeah. How about this Ponce de Leon Fountain of Youth? You've been there, or you've heard of it?
I've drove past it. Believe it or not, it's actually not that far away from where we live. We're probably 25 minutes from downtown, and on the way in, I think it's on like an A1A or on US 1, is this Fountain of Youth that we've always heard about since we were little. Driving past it, I'm not impressed. So there's nothing impressive about it.
It's that curiosity thing, we're that society that you drive by the accident. The reason why there's another accident is everybody's rubbernecking. They want to see the carnage. They want to see the bodies hanging out the window and everything. And it's bad, but that's what it is. We've become desensitized, I think, to things like that. It's no big deal anymore,
Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot of the locals have probably never been there. It's just a place for tourists to go.
Smart marketing on whoever created that concept, because they know everybody's retiring to Florida, and when you're retiring, you want to be younger. You want to get back your youthful days, your youthful ways. So why not charge people to come in and get a drink of sulfur water or whatever it is, and charge them to come in and look at it and then go Fountain of Youth. I mean,
Yeah, put a couple stuffed alligators around and you're good to go.
yeah, who's
Yeah.
going to argue that that didn't exist?
Yeah,
There it is.
I have no clue on what goes on inside there,
No,
and probably won't.
I think you need to visit the Fountain of Youth with that hair color of yours. I think you need to go.
Think so?
Yeah. A little Fountain of Youth action.
You could use it. Yeah. Past 10 years have been rough.
The area though that you're in there, are you near the beach or what?
No, I where I live is literally right off 95.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if I had a stronger arm, I could probably hit 95 from here with a rock. And they're building up. This place was built around 2005, 2006 with all the the stuff that was going on back then, and then with the market crash, they stopped building. So there's a lot of houses around here,
Wow.
but all that infrastructure that comes after building the houses stopped and died with the crisis.
Yeah.
So they got a gas station and a lot of land.
Wow.
So now all the commercial stuff is turning around, and you're starting to see in the newspaper a lot of permitting for commercial stuff going on right along 95. So.
Yeah, find. I've always found that when there's new, because I used to travel a lot in Florida, and you can travel to different places, and if you saw a Chili's being built or built there, then you go back to that same spot in like a year, 2 years, then 5 years, and it sprouts up all around them. And I don't know what they had in their water at Chili's or what the deal was, but they knew right where to be, right when to be. It's like Publix almost, they know right where to be, when to be there, and they pop up a Publix. Boom, there you are. 780 Publixes or whatever in Florida. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's a math equation, to a degree. Walmart was doing the same thing. You look at that area by Polk County, Lake County, Route 27. They put a Walmart there, and that was the only thing that was there before was an orange stand. It was an orange stand and a Winn-Dixie, and then they put the Walmart there, and everything else followed, except for Chili's. There's no Chili's there.
Hang on a second. Let me take care of this. Hey, Silencio, lay down.
Is the dog's name Silencio, or you're learning a little Spanish?
No, that's what we tell him.
I didn't realize you were so cultured.
No, we give him non-specific commands that specific commands that most other people in a bad situation would not use. Like they would tell him to shut up, be quiet, whatever.
Right.
And I don't want that to work. But they're probably not going to think to say Silencio. So there you go. Same thing with we've done the thing. He's trained to go after somebody. I mean, if I need that dog to go after somebody, he will, without fail. He'll just go. Reckless abandon. Now, if he hears a firework, forget it. He runs back in the house and he's hiding. 100-pound dog hiding because somebody lit off a firework down the street. It's crazy. But
how's he with thunder?
Yeah, he's okay with thunder. It's just
really.
Yeah, he's okay with it. I think he's adapted over time, but the firework thing just doesn't happen often enough. So when it does, he just goes nuts. So that whole week around New Year's Eve, people doing fireworks everywhere. No.
Yep. My wife had a dog, red bone coonhound shepherd mix, lean, beautiful dog, just strong as can be. Could run, stop on a dime, and just run again. And not a real good dog for fireworks.
No.
New Year's Eve one year, we had him, and we knew that he was going to have an issue with the fireworks, so we had a kennel. We put him on the kennel, and he was on the back patio. And we get a phone call. Comes out that the dog got out of the kennel, chewed his way out of the kennel, just tore it apart. And now in San Antonio, a lot of places on the south side especially will have their water heater in the back, like outside the house.
Yeah.
The dog jumps on top of the water heater, jumps through the kitchen window, gets cut somehow, and starts walking on the kitchen sink and the kitchen counter and on the stove with these bloody paws. And it looked like a damn murder scene. And we finally get to the house, start cleaning up, and we couldn't find where he was cut. So it was like the smallest little cut, and it just made a disgusting mess.
Mm.
And the dog was fine. The dog was fine once we got home. He was like, "Hey, where you been?" type of thing. So yeah, he never was a fan of fireworks. He would just shake like
Yeah. No, this one here, you can't say the word CAT. You can't say the word. If you say it, he starts going nuts. Same thing if you mention those little rodents with tails that run around the yard and the trees and stuff. Can't say those either because he'll go nuts. That's his thing. Yeah. Yeah. He thinks you're telling him to go take care of business there with the CAT who's invading our property and he's got to go defend us. So it's hilarious.
Defending the perimeter.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but it's annoying at times. So what are you going to do?
Right.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take another break here because, wow, this is exhausting work. Can you imagine having to do this every day for a living? Well, that's the idea. That's what I'm trying to do here. So what I'm going to do next, though, is I'm going to share a couple words from some people that want you to hear about them. Let's give that a try.
Need a car, truck, or van and have a credit challenge like bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure? Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Put the Lone Ranger's 20 years of experience to work for you. Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Get the credit you deserve. Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Drive away in your new vehicle today. The Lone Ranger is a credit and auto referral agency, not a banker dealership. Play fantasy football. The season may be over, but fantasy football diehards follow teams and players all year long. Go join the Facebook
box out here.
PPR, DFS.
Which box? Oh,
It's
Pass. You need petrol. No.
I can't right now.
Okay, that's right. That's it. No,
Well, it's only a minute and a half.
Join the Facebook group, Winning Fantasy Football.
Awesome. And we're back here on mixlr.com.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I can hear you. It's just
Good to hear.
You're getting up there in age. I got to look out for you. I got to make sure you don't need a hearing aid yet or whatever.
Yeah, I'm 4 days older than you. Yeah.
Hey, guess where I'm going tomorrow? I'm going to this thing called the Scottish Highland Festival. You ever been to one of those?
I've actually heard of it. Is the one in Mount Dora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to that tomorrow. So I'll be back with a full report and, pictures and all that stuff.
All right. Well, I'm going to a place called Blue Springs State Park.
See the manatees, huh?
Well, okay. I guess you know where I'm going. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. I belong to one of these Facebook groups, state parks in Florida and things.
Yeah.
with the two little guys. I wanna do as much as we can.
Oh yeah.
Being cooped up in the house is not good.
Yeah.
The commute from the bedroom to the dining room is like outdoors I see. So
crazy.
Yeah. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow, but we're gonna go and just get out of the house, do something different, and see the wild wilderness of Florida. And I'll check today, and there was a count of 211 manatees in the park. Like somehow they track and count them. And last week when I checked, it was 400. So like 189 manatees have left the park in the past week. So I'm gonna go investigate, see what happened.
Yeah, I know that's crazy because I thought they congregated there through like March or whatever. Like February is big, I thought.
Yeah, like they'll let you kayak and canoe now, but there's no swimming now because from November till March because of that. And a couple of weeks ago, I did not even know that. So we'll see. We'll be doing more state parks as time goes by. Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been to the beach.
Yeah, make
We've
sure you
done-
take some pictures so I can, we can
Yeah.
utilize that later. I can put them up on the site or whatever. Go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No big deal. I said the only other state park we've been to is Anastasia, and that's basically the beach. We went we went to the beach with the kids, and the older boy loves the beach and the sand and the shells and all that, likes getting in the water. Me, not so much. My wife does. So she takes him in the water. I sit with the baby and just kind of lounge out in the sand,
So
which is
is that the area where you can drive on the beach, or can you do that anymore?
no. I know I've heard that you can drive on the beach here, but I have yet to find it. I think it's a little farther south than where we go.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
We go in that section between St. Augustine and Jacksonville Beach, so a little north. But we have yet to head into like the beaches in St. Augustine or south of St. Augustine. But we'll do that.
Well, if you keep going a little further south, you'll go to, I think, Playa Linda Beach. You ever been there?
No.
The clothing optional beach.
Yeah, I know. I've lived in Florida long enough to know that it exists. But yeah, no, that's more down towards Cocoa or Titusville, right?
No, it's just north of that. Yeah. South of you, north of that. Yeah, no. And there's one on the West Coast called Lido Beach. I've been to both. I was disappointed, very disappointed. I mean, they have some sort of I don't know, elderly trailer park there, not far from each one of these places or something, and just wasn't my gig. I only stayed a few minutes and left. Curiosity, I'm gonna go. What else are you gonna do when you're 17 and you got gas and you got keys to a vehicle? You're gonna go check that stuff out,
Right. Yeah. No, I have yet to even know where it is. I just know it's in that area.
so I'm looking forward to the Scottish Highland Games. It says
Awesome.
celebrate the Scottish culture in Mount Dora with bagpipers, Highland athletics, Celtic music, dancing, Scottish reenactment camps. I had to read that twice because I didn't know what a Scottish reenactment camp was. Society and Heritage Clan Village, shortbread contest, whatever that is. Scottish music, Highland dancing, tartan parade. I don't know what a tartan is. Pipes and drums performances. So I don't know. It's probably a little festival type thing, but what type of games do they play at this thing? That's what I want to know.
It sounds like there'd be a lot of weed smoking going on. Don't they do they throw like those telephone poles?
That's what I was thinking. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
like that
trying to
and like
look up.
the hammer throw.
Yeah. Let me see here.
British Highland Games. A lot of kilts.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm going too, to see guys in dresses. I thought that'd be interesting. No, we were Lisa and I were up that way kind of. We were in a place called we were there for a concert festival there in the Jacksonville area, and we ended up eating at this place afterwards. This little pizza place. We stopped and got something to drink and a little pizza.
Oh, Pizza Hut? Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, right. It was a short walk. It was out on the water, and we took the water taxi from the event to the hotel, so we didn't have to drive. And it was really cool. And the water taxi lets us off right at this place, which is just outside our hotel. Well, we go to walk in, and the whole place is covered in firefighters in their suits, like their parade uniforms or whatever you call them. And then and I'm like, wow, there must be some sort of convention or something. Well, they had some sort of meeting, and it happened to be there, I guess. They did this, or maybe it was after an event, and they all met there for a beer or whatever. So then all of a sudden so we're eating outside. We couldn't fit in the place, and I wanted to sit by the water anyway. So we're eating outside, and there's a road near us, and there's the water over here, and you could kind of see the city skyline and everything. It was really nice. It was a nice night out. This bus rolls up, and like 50 dudes get out in kilts on this bus, and I'm thinking, this is crazy. I'm on the set of a movie. Are we going to see a fight here? The guys in the kilts versus the firefighters. Is this going to be some sort of thing? And I didn't know what to make of it. And what happened was these guys in kilts got off. They got their drums and stuff out from underneath, and they stood out on the patio. And Lisa and I had a front row view, and it was the firefighters have this fife and drum thing up there, I guess. And they all got together and performed for this event right there. So it was really cool. But
Cool.
I thought I was going to see some Scottish fighting. I thought I didn't want to see any Scottish
knuckle.
fighting, though. I didn't want anybody to kick up in their kilts, though. What?
See, that's a bus with a lot of ball sweat on it, huh?
Yes, exactly. Now I'm looking, and not all these places. I'm looking around, and there's places even in Ireland that aren't having the Scottish Highlands games because of what's going on. So I feel privileged that this thing's going to happen. I'm anxious to see what it's going to be. I tried to look up some games here. Let me see here.
This sounds like an excuse to drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, that would be the normal excuse, but I've been off the juice for 2.5 years now.
Say a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. There's times I'm like, yeah, I could use a beer or whatever, but for the most part, I don't miss it. I save some money. Let me see here. I'm looking up another one here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go and find out what they do because, I'll have a full report. I promise. I'll have a full report. I'll have pictures. I'll have all that stuff here. So
I'm looking at one here from in Winter Springs, and it says postponed until 2022.
yeah.
So yeah, if they're going to go for it in Mount Dora, cool.
Yeah, I feel pretty good though about having the opportunity to go. I've always wanted to go to one of these things. I just never went, and it was no reason. It's just something else came up or something else was going on. And I'm looking at this calendar here, and there's like literally nothing going on in a lot of cities. So I mean, if you get an advantage, if you get the opportunity to take advantage of going out somewhere, like you had mentioned, your outdoor event that you're going to go to, my outdoor event, you can't stay in the house all cooped up all day. I mean,
well, you can, but eventually you start going crazy. It's just indoors.
Start
The
feeling
fact that if I get outside more than 20 minutes a day, I take the kids to preschool in the morning, and then maybe I'll walk to the mailbox, which is 3 houses down, and that's as good as it gets.
wow, that's crazy. No, I
Yeah.
try to be outside every day if I can, because I'll turn into that Jack Nicholson character from that movie where he does Here's Johnny, where he's at that Colorado resort, The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah, he's typing the same
Never saw it.
words. No, are you serious?
Dude, I've never been a like a horror movie type person. I've seen maybe a couple of the Freddy movies, maybe a Jason movie or two,
It's
but
not,
like Shining or IT, whatever it is, never saw it.
no, I don't see some movies either just because of the reasons, but The Shining wasn't really a horror movie in the sense that it's not like Friday the 13th. It's not like all these other things.
Psychological thriller.
Yeah. That's what it really is. So it was, I guess for the time, it was pretty good too. It was, you maybe have seen some iconic scenes or iconic images where the two little twin girls are holding hands in this hotel hallway or whatever. And a big wave of blood is coming down the hallway. It's
just blood in the elevator or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's some kind of shrub maze.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So, no, that's an excellent movie. I would see that movie again if I could. I can. That's the thing. On your, do you have cable at your house or DirecTV or what do you have or no?
Dude, I have what's called AT&T TV.
Yeah.
If they try to, it drives me nuts when people try to reinvent the wheel. AT&T had a perfectly good product called Uverse.
Yeah.
It worked like it does. It had reverse, forward, record, this, that, and the other thing, all the, you know, guide, up, down page, the whole 9 yards. Well, this is not cable based. It doesn't go on your coax in your house at all. It comes in through your telephone wire, and you got a modem. And your modem takes care of your computers, your telephone, and your TV. Well, it used to go from the modem into wires and go to your TV. Now all your boxes are wireless, and it's all like Windows based. So it's like, or Android, it's Android based. So it's like a cell phone that runs your TV.
Wow.
So some things are better. Like I can instantly, like anything on my phone, I can watch on my TV. I can just shoot it over to my TV, but like the remote is different and everything about it is different. And it just is a pain in the ass, and it lags and it spools like slow internet on your TV.
So what do you do? I mean, have you ever been like in the middle of a movie or something and like it stops or whatever?
And you'll have that little blue thing spinning around. And then like things you record, there'll be a glitch and it won't be there no more. You know, your favorite show you recorded, you know, 2 weeks later you go to watch it, it's not freaking there.
Yeah, no, I'm not about that. We switched, we cut the cord recently. We went and got we made sure that all our TVs that we watch are the, you know, of course, the internet capable smart TVs.
Smart TV.
But they come with some preloaded stuff already, which is okay, just trying to get you to buy their products. But we got the Fire Sticks, and you know, we've got a couple subscriptions to a couple things that we like, and it's enough for us. We were able to pick and choose what we like and what we don't like, and between other subscribers like Netflix and what's the other one? Well, Prime Video, being where I got the Fire TV through Amazon through Prime. You get Amazon Music with that too. Did you know that? You know what that is?
I had no idea.
Yeah,
we have Prime, but we really don't use it for TV.
Yeah, Prime Video. Download the app. That comes with your Prime, and you also get Amazon Music. And I promise I'm not trying to have an Amazon Prime commercial here. I'm not trying to do that. But no, that's worked for us tremendously. I like it a lot. It's on all the TVs. So yeah.
I'm not the savviest with the sticks and the boxes and the Hulus.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Those can add up to a total phone bill or a total cable bill if you add enough to them.
Well,
but we do the Prime because it's just way too easy to get on Amazon and have things shipped to the house for free.
Oh yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You're just download, if you have an internet TV, just download that Prime app, the Prime Video and the Amazon Music app. It's free. You're paying for it anyway with the Prime.
Yeah, we have Amazon. We did a lot of our Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Real simple, and you know, here in a new house for us, we buying different things here and there, and I wanted to get a Christmas set for the bathroom, shower curtain, little rug, the whole 9 yards. Found one really cool. Figured, boom, order it, no problem. Of course, it tells you it's going to be there in like 2, 3, 4, 7 days, and then you get an email a day or two later saying, oh, hey, you know, it's not going to be here in 7 days. It's going to be here in 20 days.
Wow.
And so I kept looking, and sure enough, it didn't look like it was going to get here by Christmas. Having people to the house, you know, you want a damn Christmas shower curtain for Christmas because people are coming to the house for Christmas. The day after, I don't need it. So we went ahead and ordered another one. That came right away. Right? So we got that one. And then the one I ordered originally, I canceled, but it came the next day after I got the other one. So I'm like, okay, no problem. We'll return it. Amazon is great with returns. I can tell you some stories with returns for them.
Yeah.
And so I go in there, and it's real simple. You go to your orders, you go to the actual item, and you can hit return, and then it'll tell you to print up your receipt or your shipping label, and you just bring it to like the UPS store. They have a couple different options. I brought stuff back to a Kohl's once, or a Ross.
Yeah.
I think it was Kohl's or Ross, and they had a kiosk inside this store
for Amazon.
Yeah, and the only people I went there one time, and there were 5 people waiting at the door when the place opened. All 5 people went inside and went to the Amazon kiosk. No one was shopping at the store. They all went to the kiosk to return stuff.
You don't need to shop anymore.
Yeah.
If
So
you're, if you're shopping, you're late.
so I printed up this receipt, and the address was not an address. It was like someone just went like this to the keys on the board, and it was literally 40 characters long with no state, no zip code, no nothing.
Wow.
So you see, they bought the thing. The thing came on the slow boat from China, and when you go to return it, you get your refund after you return it. But if you can't return it, you can't get your refund. So got a hold of offshore at Amazon. Had to call a couple different times, but we actually got refunded today for something I've been trying to return for the past since the 22nd of December.
Well,
It's almost a month.
let me send you Jeff Bezos' number, and you could just text him direct. I'll just
No
send it
problem.
to you here in a bit.
Jeff Bezos. Is that a personal friend of yours?
No, he's the CEO of Amazon.
Is
Jeff
that
Bezos,
the
yeah.
bald guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bald guy. His wife
Alien
took him
guy.
to the cleaners.
Yeah. Exactly. So hang on one second here. Let's take a short break here, and
All right.
I'll be right back. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this now. It's learning. I'm learning how to do this stuff. Let's see.
You'll get it.
Well, we might not be taking a break. Hang on. Let's see. I think I'm taking a break. I'm trying to take the break. Yeah, there we go. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back on MixLR.
Here.
Do you play fantasy football? The season may be over, but fantasy football diehards follow teams and players all year long. Go join the Facebook group Winning Fantasy Football. Standard, PPR, DFS, IDP, Superflex. It's all about winning. Fantasy football is a lot more fun when you win. It's all in the name Winning Fantasy Football. Go join the Facebook group Winning Fantasy Football. Need a car, truck, or van that has credit challenge like bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure? Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Put the Lone Ranger's 20 years of experience to work for you. Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Get the credit you deserve. Call the Lone Ranger at 407-927-LOAN. Drive away in your new vehicle today. The Lone Ranger is a credit and auto referral agency, not a banker dealer.
You know, I just thought of something. If you're on mixlr.com, you're not seeing that commercial, and that's pretty funny in a sense, I guess. That's a learning curve on my part. So all you're hearing is Easy E there with the cruising down the street in my 6'4". I know, Mike, you know all the words to that song, right? I can't hear a word you're saying. You got your mic muted?
I do have my mic muted.
All right, there you go.
Gee, through the commercial break, did you hear me talking?
No,
Okay.
no, that works then. See,
Right.
we're learning.
Right.
We're learning how to do this. Do you know all the words to that Easy E song? No.
I actually helped him co-write that song.
Nice.
We did it in the boys' locker room back in the day.
Nice. So
Yeah.
we got about 10 minutes left to go here today. So how do you want to spend the last 10 minutes? I can ask you true, false. I can ask you some contest questions, or you can have open, whatever you want. I'll leave the last 10 minutes up to Mike. Mike, we'll do whatever you want.
True, false questions actually sounds interesting. Let's go with that.
Okay. Let me look some up real quick.
Some some useless trivia.
Yes. Here we go.
I'm trying to get situated. Where do I want to be?
All right.
Screen here.
The letter A is the most common letter used in the English language. Is that true or false?
False.
All right, let me figure out how I get the answer now. Hang on. Here we go. That is, did you say false or did you say true?
I said false.
That is false. What's the correct letter? Which letter is the most common letter that appears in 11% of all English words, according to Oxford dictionaries?
My first guess is S.
Nope.
And then I kind of wanted to correct myself and say E.
Yes. Yes, you are very correct, sir. You're very correct.
Just
All
for
right.
the fact with letter S, if you ever look at encyclopedias,
Yeah.
the largest encyclopedia is usually the S encyclopedia.
Yeah.
They'll even break it into 2 volumes.
All right. The M&Ms. You know M&Ms? M&Ms.
Yes,
All right.
the W's. Yeah,
Those stand for Mars and Moordale.
true.
That is false. M&M stands for Mars and Murray. Murrie. Wow. Can't believe you missed a chocolate one. All right, let's see here. Hang on. There are 219 episodes of Friends.
219 episodes of.
Friends.
See, now when it comes to true false questions like this, they give an exact number, right? So if it's 219, it's true.
Right?
But if it's 218, it's false.
That's correct.
So
You're going to take the field with false?
now here's the thing. Friends was on for 10 years.
Yes.
Some seasons they did 24 episodes.
Okay.
So that makes me want to say false for the fact that 10 times 24 is 240.
Yes.
Not 219.
Yes, you are very good. You are very close to us. 236.
Yeah.
236 episodes of Friends. Let's see here. Madonna's real name is Madonna.
No.
True or false?
No. It's some Guinean, some Italian name.
No, that's true. Madonna Luis Ciccone in full. Madonna. Yeah, that's what it said. This is Cosmopolitan. I pulled this up on the website here from November 12th, 2020. Yeah.
Okay. Her name is not Madonna. It's Madonna Marconi.
I'm just telling you what Cosmopolitan's saying here.
Okay.
I should have started the whole thing with, according to Cosmopolitan. I should have started there.
The real story is, why are you on cosmopolitan.com?
Because I did a true false search on Google, and that was the first one that came up. Because I wasn't prepared for you to say yes, so I didn't have any. Okay, the letter K is worth 4 points in Scrabble.
True.
That is false. It's worth 5.
Really?
Are you keeping score here? I'm not keeping score.
I think I got 1.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Coffee is made from berries. Coffee is made from berries.
Correct.
That is correct. When coffee berries turn from green to bright red in color, that indicates they're ripe and they are picked, processed, and dried before being roasted and turned into coffee. Wow, you're pretty good at that. All right, let's see here. Hang on, let's see another one. Ariana Grande. Do you know who Ariana Grande is?
Yes.
Okay.
Kinda.
Oh boy, I just lost the question. Hang on here.
Oh, good. Next.
Yeah, right. Well, that's why I picked it. Oh, there you go. Ariana Grande is 25 or younger. Is she 25 or younger, or is she 26 and older?
How recent is this survey?
This is from 2020, November 2020.
I would say she is 25 and under.
You're just off. She turned 26 in June of 19, but I know that's your favorite, artist. I know you have all her CDs and all that stuff. So
Right.
I know that one.
I thought Ariana Grande was a coffee from Starbucks.
Your radius bone is in your leg. Your radius bone is in your leg.
False.
That's correct. That's false. It's I can't say that's true. You're correct. I have to say, yes, it's false. You're correct. The radius is a bigger bone in your forearm. Let's see here. Alaska is the biggest American state in square miles.
Correct.
That is true. Texas comes in next with a total area of 268,596 square miles, whereas Alaska has 665,000 square miles. That's a country.
It is.
Wow.
Well, people don't realize when they actually make maps, they're not proportionate. You know, when you look at a regular map, it's not proportionate. Freaking South America is like twice the size of what they actually show on a map. It's bigger than North America. South America is bigger than North America. Most maps, you look at it and it appears smaller or the same size.
Wow. All right, here's one. The Battle of Hastings. You're familiar with the Battle of Hastings,
Hastings,
right?
yeah. Hastings is in New York or is it Florida?
I don't know. The Battle of Hastings. It took place in the year 1066.
This is still Cosmo?
Yeah, I can't make this stuff up.
True.
Yes, you're correct. You are absolutely correct. All right, so we got about 3 minutes here, and let's see here. According to Cosmopolitan, true false, Cinderella was the first Disney princess. Cinderella was the first Disney princess. True or false?
No, they were a hair metal band out of Philadelphia. Did you see them at the airport? Were they there?
Very close.
All right. Cinderella was not the first Disney princess. I'm going to say Snow White was.
That is absolutely correct. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was released first in December of 1937.
I was going to say 47. Okay.
You imagine having your mind blown with that movie in 1937?
Right? That was cutting technology.
All they had just before that was the non-talking, the silent pictures. We had to read the words on the screen, and a lot of people couldn't read. I mean,
exactly.
What do you do? Hey, tell me what's going on. Let's see. Let's get another question here for you. I got 2 more minutes here before we need to wrap up. Actually, another minute before we need to wrap up.
All right, make it quick.
Gin is typically included in a Long Island iced tea. Gin is typically included in a Long Island iced tea.
Correct.
All right, bonus points. What is in a Long Island iced tea?
A Long Island iced tea?
According to Cosmo.
Gin, vodka, tequila, triple sec.
Triple sec, yes. No tequila.
No tequila?
And my wife knows firsthand no bourbon. Somebody put bourbon in one of hers one time. That evening did not end well for us.
That I know the difficulty with bourbon and your wife.
Yes.
That would be like a Kentucky or a Tennessee iced tea.
Exactly. So according to Cosmo, the recipe is gin, vodka, white rum, lemon juice, triple sec, sugar syrup, and Coca-Cola. So hey, take that, bartenders. I know how to make a Long Island iced tea now because Cosmo taught me how to make it.
You ever have a Long Island iced tea in South Carolina?
Yes. The mini bottles. They serve it to you in a pitcher.
Yeah. They no longer they got rid of that rule from what I understand. Right. But yeah, the Long Island iced tea would cost you like $35.
Yeah.
All the little mini bottles.
It's crazy. Yep. We're going to wrap up here. We're going to wrap up soon because, well, I'm looking at the clock and we got a few seconds left. I just want to remind everybody, check out the website when you get a chance. What's hot in Florida? We also have what's hot in Orlando, what's hot in Lake County, what's hot in the First Coast. And I got some other surprises in store for us next time as well. So hopefully you enjoyed our show today. And I look forward to seeing everybody again next time. I am Mike Sofka. Some people call me Gator Mike, whatever. That's Mike Taylor.
Yep.
All right, Mike. We'll talk to you next time.
Till next time.
All right. See ya.
Ciao.